I like franchising. You know, if you look at my example, I left a professional career ahead of me, though I worked very hard to achieve that professional accreditation, the credential, and went into franchising because I wanted to be in control of my own destiny, number one, and make sure that I would achieve everything that I could. So I didn't want to be bound by, you know, corporate sort of parameters, which I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but if you have an entrepreneurial sense, if you think that you're able to work really hard, because it is hard work, and if you want to have control over your destiny, then you should go into business. Once you've made that decision to go into business rather than working for somebody, then the question is, what kind of business should you do? I would say that franchising, in my mind, is the best way for someone to go into business, because you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. That's the adage we hear a lot about franchising, and it's really true, because there's a system behind you, there is a company behind you, a brand behind you, there's support behind you, and so therefore your chances of failure are very low. I'm not a chef, I'm not a cook, I have no culinary. My wife will tell you I can't boil an egg, but yet I'm a large franchisee in the restaurant space because I don't have to do anything other than what is told to me by my franchisor through their operations manual. I'm not expected to come up with new recipes. I'm not expected to come up with new trials, because that's what they do and that's what we pay them for, royalties to give to us. So if you want to be in business but you don't want to take the risk of starting something yourself, then franchising is a wonderful way to get into business for yourself and have the support systems behind you. If you're successful and you have the opportunity to dabble in something yourself, and there are plenty of successful franchisees who then have gone on to become their own franchisors, you have that option. But starting out, unless you have an innate talent that you're a super chef or you're a IT whiz, that you can come up with the next Google or the next Amazon or eBay, you're better off, in my opinion, in going to a franchise business. But then if you choose franchising, there are 3,000 different franchises or more. Find one that meets your passion. Do something that you really like to do. Because why should you choose something that you don't really enjoy doing? So I would say now we're in my day, 30 years ago, we didn't have nearly as many choices as we have today. Today, there's franchises that talk about golf instruction. I mean, that's fantastic. If you're a golfer and you play golf in high school or college, but you weren't good enough to be a pro, etc., but you love golf, well, now there's a golf franchise that you can sign on for. If you like to dabble with cars and you're a bit of a handyman, there are automotive repair franchises out there. I mean, you can find a franchise in almost any endeavor. As long as you have a passion for it, there's a franchise out there. And if there isn't one, you start one.